For more now on the relief effort, we are joined here tonight by Tom Arnold, Chief Executive of Concern Worldwide and Concern Worldwide U.S. The organization has worked for 40 years on the front lines of some of the world's worst humanitarian disasters. Tom Arnold spent 2 days in Haiti earlier this week. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're hearing these reports about the Haitian government, one we just saw right now, being almost invisible since this quake has struck. From a person who's been down there and seen firsthand, is it that way? Is really the government sort of folded into the background?
Well, certainly immediately afterwards, the government, I think, wasn't very visible. And the question is now, over the last couple of days, I think slightly more visible. They did take the important decision, I think, to hand the airport over to the US for temporarily, so that planes could start coming in, and they are beginning to come in now in very significant numbers. I think today, I think they're expecting something over 200 flights in. So the question is now, I think, how can you move on from there to getting the supplies which are arriving at the airport, getting them into to use on the ground for the
Well, let's talk about that, because we hear these reports of the massive bottleneck where you have aid that has arrived, but apparently has not made it to the streets and the people. And have you seen that as well?
Well, what I saw in the last couple of days is an improvement in this regard. I mean, Concern certainly has been managing to distribute some food. We're distributing water, and that will be increased very rapidly over the coming days. And the other question is that, the other issue is that a lot of agencies are now there and getting the proper coordination so that people know where they're working, what they're supposed to be doing, and providing the aid directly to people.
And these bottlenecks, where they exist, is it because of the lack of coordination, or is it because of the physical turmoil of the streets blocked and the geography changed?
The physical turmoil is definitely a factor. The other important factor is that the port is out of action. And for a country as dependent on imports as Haiti is, having that, that's a real problem. So I think, it is a question of identifying what are the key things that need to be done over the coming days, and, as I say, getting the coordination to. But I think aid is beginning to get through, and I think that's an important message.
How long do you think it'll be until there's a regular supply of food and water getting on the street?
Well, I'd say it would take certainly another week or so before there's, I would say, widespread access to food and water. I hope it can be achieved in that regard. Beyond that, you have a major issue of the many, thousands of people who are displaced from their homes. Many of them are afraid to go back into their homes in any event because of fear of additional quakes. But there's a lot of people living in what they call tented villages. Mm-hmm. And
I don't want to let time slip away before asking if people want to help, want to do something. Can they go physically, or what would you advise?
Well, Concern wouldn't encourage in the short term people to go, because I think you need experience to be in there. I mean, Concern has been working in Haiti for 16 years. We've got well-established programs. So our first need is money, actually, at the moment. I think a bit further down the line there will be skill gaps which we perhaps we could fill with appropriately skilled people. But for the moment, we want to leave the people who are really experienced deal with this problem.
Tom Arnold, thank you very much.
Thank you.